everyone, welcome to a new Q&A video. It's been a while since we did the last one, so with the new year around the corner, we thought, let's catch up.
We have a lot of questions, so let's dive right in. So, first question. What are our plans for 2025?
First, a small recap, right? So this year in 2024, we focused on adding a lot of new experience for the players. Things like a county fair, different kinds of events, the decoration collections, the edit mode improvements. So really, more things for you to do. Really nice experience month to month. For 2025 and 2026, we're really looking to improve the existing features in the game. So go back to what already exists, make sure that those experiences are really good just for everyone. And also we're looking to touch the economy of the game, which is basically how quickly things progress, how much it costs to unlock things, to buy things. That's 25, 26-ish.
Yeah, and starting with mid-2026, we're gonna look into our social features and see how we can make Heyday more fun to play with friends.
Yeah, and of course, game development, things might change due to your feedback or unforeseen circumstances, but we will continue doing updates to keep you in the loop. All right, question number 2. What happened to daily farming tasks?
Earlier this year, we tested a new feature called daily farming tasks to a limited number of players. We usually do that because we want to see if a feature will resonate with our audience before we release it to everyone. And usually you will see the beta tag somewhere in the feature. So that's your signal to know that we're testing something and that something might be available or not. And for daily farming tasks, at the moment that wasn't the case.
Yeah, anything we add to the game, we really want to make sure it adds to the enjoyment for all of you. And daily farming tasks just wasn't there. So we brought it back to the drawing board to decide what we're going to do with it. Are we going to improve it? Are we going to rework it completely? Are we just not going to do it? Anything can happen. No promises.
So the next question, is night mode a consideration at the moment?
All right, first of all, first things first. We know you're asking for it. Every single video we put out, we see the comments. We are on the Reddit reading it, YouTube comments, everything, right? So we know you really want it. But short answer is it's not in the near future. We don't have plans for it at all. We are exploring, but we just want to make sure you're not disappointed every single update thinking that it might come. For now, we can say, don't wait for it.
Yeah, and I think the main reason is that it would take a lot of time from our artists. They would have to go back, pick each decoration we had in the past.
There are thousands.
Yeah, and just kind of add the nighttime look.
We don't want to just do some put a filter on it sloppily. We really want to make it look good if we're going to do it, right? So we are experimenting with things like filters, something that looks really good, but we haven't gotten there yet.
And then we have to think of the mechanics, because will the chicken sleep at night? We don't know. So we'll have to create this type of gameplay that would make sense for the night mode.
Next question, do we plan to continue adding new products, new production buildings more often, or keep improving on quality of life?
Yeah, so ideally we'd have both. So obviously some updates will have more quality of life improvements, while others will have more content. So for example, this autumn we had the update with the edit mode improvements, and that was kind of the main thing. Mm-hmm. But now this December we added more content. So the focus depends, but we'll try to do both.
Yeah, we're always planning more on the longer term, so we do always have plans for both. It's just a matter of what releases when.
What's your favorite part about Heyday?
It's a lot of parts, but I love the town. I just find it really satisfying to just serve the townies, see them leave the town happy, pick them up in the train. The whole thing is so satisfying.
And for me, I used to like a lot leveling up and unlocking new things. It felt really nice just discovering everything that Heyday has to offer. But right now, I just chill, decorate, get inspired by some posts on Reddit, and just enjoy life.
The subreddit Heyday Deco is really good for that.
Very good.
All right, next is, when will we expand the town and fishing area?
Yeah, so I think this is also part of our plans for the next 2 years to look into these features and see how we can improve them. That being said, I don't think we really have a plan to expand it necessarily. It can be adding a new mechanic, maybe adding new buildings and things like that. So it really depends, once we analyze it and see what's working and what's not, just to see how we can make it better.
Yeah. And again, the plan is to improve a lot of the existing features. It might not be town and fishing area at all. We don't know, no promises, but it is part of what we're going to look at.
Next question, is it possible to pause Tom's timer so I can sleep for 8 hours?
Well, sleep is important. You should sleep. Tom functions on 2-hour naps. That's his lifestyle. We don't judge.
Yeah, so I think everything in Heyday is made to work even though we're not there. So the production buildings keep producing, the sheep keep producing wool. So I think we'd have to look at Tom as a feature and figure out if he should be an exception or not.
Why does Tom wear the same clothes 365 days out of the year? Can't he just get a little scarf to warm him during the winter?
No, he's built different. You know those people that wear shorts during the winter and everyone is like, how do you do that? That's him.
Literally.
Will there be an option for you to choose in which theme, winter, spring, summer, autumn, you want your farm to be?
That does sound like a fun idea. Especially, we have a lot of players from the southern hemisphere, where it's summer when here it's winter. For me, it's still the end of year holidays are a beach time, summertime affair. It's nice to see snow, but I do miss a beached New Year's. It's nice. So yeah, we might look into it. Is it possible to add a competitive mode to Heyday?
What kind of competitive mode? We have the derby and the leaderboard, so while I don't think we're gonna add a full-on farm harder mode to Heyday, we might add some competitive elements to our features, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, and let us know what you want to see, because like Lavinia mentioned, we have the derby, we have leaderboards. What else would you like to see? What is competitive mode for Heyday for you?
We also feel like Heyday should be an escape from the real life, and adding too many competitive elements might ruin that. So whenever we would look into this, we will probably proceed with caution. When will we get another dairy?
All right, when we talk about working on the economy, this is the kind of stuff we mean, right? If you're struggling with getting some kind of resource, some kind of product in the game, it's usually because of deeper issues. And before we touch anything, we need to look at the greater picture, the dependencies of everything in the game. So yeah, that is in the plans, just looking at the whole thing, and we know dairy is an issue. Same goes for the feed mill, for the sanctuary products. So yeah, we're looking into it. Is there a way to communicate our thoughts with the developers or the community managers directly?
So I will tell you a secret. A lot of the Heyday team members are on Reddit, on our social channels, and they read pretty much everything. Most of the times they get to the questions before I do, and that's my job. So if you ever have suggestions, questions, just make sure to ask them anywhere on our official channels, and we'll read them. We'll do stuff like this where you answer them.
Yeah, we also see all your memes and we share them with the team, and sometimes they're very weird.
Are we going to get more pets? I would love to have llamas as pets.
So we recently added the swans as new birds, but for birds you do need to get the chick vouchers from Farm Pass, and now that we've added even more events that give the chick vouchers, we're really adding more birds. But that's not the end of it, right? We do want to add more things, especially the things that the players want. So if you have an idea for cool pets, let us know. Yep. You asked about llamas, maybe llamas.
The Heyday team right now is plotting because we want to add a raccoon, a skunk, or an opossum.
All three.
All three. And we are making our case. And maybe in the future we're gonna have that. But yeah.
It would be great. When will we add new expansion areas?
I think we are considering that, but just not in the near future, because the next 2 years are really focused on seeing how we can improve our existing features, so we'll have to see.
Yep.
When will we be able to buy and sell decorations?
This is something that we're probably going to get to when we start working on social features. So, like Lavinia mentioned, probably around mid-2026, 2027, we're going to explore this. So whether that's going to be an event or something more permanent, let's see. Again, no promises. Who's Greg, and why is he at level 150?
He's your friendly neighbor who has amazing offers.
Sometimes he has a little gift on his farm for you.
And you post very weird and funny posts about him on Reddit.
Which we share with the team.
Yes. And I believe he's level 150 because he needs to have all the areas unlocked and all the features unlocked so we can showcase them on his farm.
Yeah, all of the production buildings, all the animals, he has everything.
Is there gonna be a new farm animal?
So if this means animals like a chicken, pig, cow, it's not in the cards, no plans. We might consider adding something for higher level players later. For example, I think the last one we added were the squirrels, and they're in 62.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe something like that. Something like squirrels and bees that work in a harvesting kind of way rather than chicken or cow.
A raccoon that harvests trash.
Or an opossum or a skunk.
Yeah.
The trash trio. Will we consider changing the prices for Maggie to rebuild stuff on the farm that you've already paid for? Sometimes it costs thousands of coins.
I think this ties into the economy rework we are planning to do, so we'll most likely look at those prices as well.
Yeah, anything that touches the numbers of the game, like XP progression or coins to pay for stuff, that is part of economy rework. So yeah.
Next one. Are there any lesser-known game features that are rarely accessed that you could teach us about?
Sure. I think Heyday is packed with these tiny little things, right? Every now and then we see on the Reddit someone saying like, oh, I just found out about this thing. So let's list them, or at least a few of them. For example, in the town area, on the ocean, there is a mystery box that you can tap on to claim, both on your farm and also any farm you're visiting. When Tom lets go of his balloon, you can tap it to get a little reward. In the roadside shop, you have max and min price buttons if you want to quickly change that. What else?
You can cast off boats if you didn't complete any crate.
Yeah, just send it away.
Yeah.
But if you do complete a crate, then you can't.
Yeah.
So make sure you check out if you want to send it away before trying.
Maybe completing Maggie sets gives you rewards.
The fishing area, there is a little chick there that you can see. You tap it, it opens the farm pass.
The silo actually shows you how full it is. There's like a little animation.
On the fishing book, in the fishing area, if you tap the fish on the pages, you get diamonds for the ones you've already found. Will there be a new derby in the future? Because it would be awesome.
I think we'll take a closer look at this when we review the derby as a whole. But I think that would be very cool.
Yeah, the derby is part of the existing features that we're planning to look at, make sure they're enjoyable and there is more experience there for the players. So yeah.
Next question. Are there any plans to give more rewards when leveling up for the higher levels?
Yeah, rewards is also part of the economy rework, so hopefully we find the perfect balance. But yeah, something we're looking at. When are the movie ticket rewards changing?
They change seasonally, so once 3 months, it might be less, it might be more sometimes. I know for sure that last winter we forgot about it, but it's not because we wanted to, it's just that in Finland there was a lot of snow in April, so for us it wasn't such a big deal that we had winter decoration in the game as well.
Yeah, a lot of players start complaining once it's like January and winter is still there, and we're like, what do you mean January is the beginning of winter?
What are the odds of adjusting the expansion materials limit in the roadside shop to match the level ups for each player in the game?
This is a good question. We did explore how to solve this earlier in the year. We ran into an issue that wasn't great.
Yeah.
So we're exploring how to touch this so that it doesn't negatively impact players. If we do anything about it, we'll be sure to announce it. The next question is whether we could make decorations rotate in all 4 directions.
So all our decorations rotate in only 2 directions because Heyday is a 2D game. but also because it would take double the amount of time to produce one decoration.
I think this is a question I actually answered in the previous Q&A, which is like, people want to see the back of things. There is no back of things, right? It's an illustration of the front of the thing, and we can only flip it around.
Yeah.
That's why you can only have two directions.
But we added a fix for the decorations with letters or numbers, and now if you rotate them, it's gonna be readable instead of like looking weird.
Yeah, like the heyday letters, the D will no longer be
twisted. Yeah. Will we ever be able to pick up town people on farms other than our neighborhood?
Most likely not. The whole train picking up from other people, it's meant as socializing with your neighbors. So even if we do go back and touch that feature, it's probably still going to be neighborhood specific. All right, final question. Are there plans to make a new event?
Yes, the plan is to test a new type of event in January with a limited number of people. If everything goes well, we will release it to everyone as soon as possible. Thank you to everyone who submitted a question. If yours didn't make it into this episode, don't worry. We read them and we'll be sure to have more of these videos in the future. See you soon!
Bye!